everyone, we're going to find the derivative of the function using the definition of the derivative, also state the domain of the function and the domain of its derivative. So basically g of t equals 1 minus 2t and divide it by 3 plus t. Let's look at the domain for this before we start. Domain just means that the denominator cannot equal 0, so that means t cannot equal negative 3 if you solve for t here. So your domain for your function g is just going to be negative infinity to negative 3 united, or you could say or, it's a union sign, negative 3 to infinity. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and use our definition of the derivative and find its domain after we find the derivative. So here's your definition of the derivative. By the way, I have these on my Facebook page, these photos that you see on my videos, if you ever need to save a copy of the photo. So let's look and see. Following this definition, we're going to have g of t equals the limit as h approaches 0. Now in this case, this is f and x. We're using g and t. So basically we're going to, for our t, we're going to write t plus h instead of x. So this is going to be 1 minus 2, and then we're writing t plus h instead of the x. And in denominator we have 3 plus t plus h. I'll just put t plus h because we don't need parentheses there. All right, minus your whole function. So that's just going to be 1 minus 2t divided by 3 plus t. And this is all divided by h. Our next step is we need to find the common denominator here. And our common denominator, so let's write the limit out. Limit h approaches 0 is just these two multiplied. So that's going to be 3 plus t plus h and 3 plus t. And what you do is you just cross multiply these two. So you're going to get, I'm going to go ahead and expand this. This is 1 minus 2t minus 2h. So write 1 minus 2t minus 2h times 3 plus t minus 1 minus 2t times this one. This is 3 plus t plus h. All right. Now what I can do with this h here, I can just move it up here. So I'm going to put it right there. And until I get this numerator straightened out, it's going to be a little complicated. I'm going to call this part d until I get to the very end, because we're not going to change this part. So this is going to be like h times d. And because if I don't, it's going to the video is going to take really long for me just to keep copying this. So let's do that and straighten this up by foiling this out. We're going to have the limit as h approaches 0, and then when you take care of all this, you're going to get 3 plus t. I'm going to move this over just a bit. I'm going to go really fast, sorry. Limit as h approaches 0, 3t plus t minus 6t minus 2t squared minus 6h minus 2ht minus, and then we have the second part, which was going to be 3 minus 6t plus t, I'm writing small so I can get this all in, minus 2t squared plus h minus 2ht, barely made it, all divided by h times that denominator. All right, so let's simplify all this. 3t, the 6 t's are going to cancel here. All right, Let's see, anything else? We have 3. This should just been 3 here. So these are going to cancel out. And anything else? These t's are going to cancel out. These 2 will cancel out. Anything else? It looks like these 2 will cancel out too. All right. So what we're going to get is the limit as h approaches 0. We still have this negative 6h. And then we have this minus h here. And then we have h, and I'm going to go ahead and write our denominator now. Our denominator was 3 plus t plus h times 3 plus t. Now let's go ahead and factor out an h. This is going to be negative, this is negative 7h, so let's just do that. So we're going to have negative 7h divided by h times 3 plus t plus h times 3 plus t. All right, the h's cancel out. And I should have wrote the limit in front of this. Now, let's go ahead and apply the limit. So when we apply the limit, anything with the h in it is going to, let me go ahead and write this out real quick. So we have negative 7 divided by 3 plus t plus h times 3 plus t. All right. So when you apply the limit here, this is going to go away. So basically, and we have 2 of these. We have 3 plus t times 3 plus t. So this is going to give me negative 7 divided by 3 plus t squared. And this is your g prime of t. Okay, looking at the domain, it looks like the domain is the same. X or t cannot be negative 3. So basically, your domain of g equals the domain of your derivative of g, or g prime, which equals negative infinity to negative 3, or negative 3 to infinity. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.